Hi guys, it's me, Susan. It's day 62 of the Cancer Club. Happy Saturday. Happy to see you all. Hope you all had a good day, as I did. Feeling really good. Jolie's doing much better also. The swelling's gone down in her paw, and we went for 2 walks today, so she seems to be recovering nicely. I wanted to share with you a couple of things that happened since yesterday. Yesterday we were talking about motivation and about how do we get ourselves to just go ahead and do something. I mentioned the young woman I was working with, and that the concept of saying kick the ball as a way of just sort of bumping her out of her loop of dwelling on the future or thinking about things too much and not ending up actually taking action on anything that she could do to make herself feel better at the moment. So I was interested to see that I used that today, and to help myself, I want to share that with you. One of the things that I've committed to working on as we go into the new year is regular upper body strength exercises. I do my my walking on a daily basis with Jolie. I feel fairly comfortable with the amount of aerobic exercise and weight bearing in terms of walking that I do. But I have all the equipment to do a very elaborate upper body workouts if I want to, and I have yet to. I did it for a while back, but I have yet to really recently get a good routine going, and I would like to be doing that 3 times a week. So I was thinking about that yesterday during the morning walk with Jolie, and intended to come home and do it. My expectation was just 10 minutes. I am a firm believer in you set small, achievable goals so that you can have a feeling of success instead of immediately, maybe you make it the first day, but then you start to drag by the second or third day. 10 minutes is it feels doable to me. I can even say to myself, 10 minutes is going to go by before if I check my email, 10 minutes goes by before I even know it. So it feels really doable. So as I came home from the walk, I noticed that my mind was starting to wander. It was starting to look at other things. I realized I had on my list that I needed to order stamps and a couple of other things that I was running out of, and I had it on my list for days and hadn't done it yet. So I started thinking, well, I'll just order those things and then I'll do the workout. And fortunately, I realized that was my classic thing that I do. I get distracted, do something else. I always say many a closet's been cleaned out by someone who wanted to avoid doing something else even more. So the closet comes up as an alternative to doing the thing that you really don't want to do. So I noticed that, and I said to myself, kick the ball. Just kick the ball. And that, in my case, that meant go into I have a little room where I have my exercise stuff. Go in there. I have 2 songs that put them together. They play back to back, and they're perfect. They are very upbeat, and it lasts about 12 minutes. Perfect. I went in the room, I turned on the songs, I picked up my dumbbells, and I did my 10-minute workout. Actually ended up doing about 12 minutes. And I felt really great, and it was really exciting to see, okay, I have a 3-word motivator that can really, if I continue to let it, help me to push through that tendency that I have, and I think a lot of people have, to procrastinate or come up with, I guess it's all really procrastination. I'm not really sure what else to call it. But when you have a lot of things to do, you can end up just sitting there not doing anything because you can't decide what to do because you're thinking about, there's pros and cons to everything. So it worked really well for me, and maybe you can try it if there's some stuff like that that's action-oriented, something you need to do, and you're getting bogged down in the quicksand of overthinking it. Related to that, the other thing I wanted to share with you is what I feel is a very effective tool that I have for getting yourself to do something 3 times a week. That's my goal with the upper body exercises, is to do them 3 times a week. But this could be anything that you want to do. If you have a hobby that you like working on and you never get around to it, reading or cross stitch or shooting baskets or anything, and you would like to start committing to doing it 3 times a week, this is a really good system. The system involves dividing the week up into 3 chunks. Monday, Tuesday is one chunk, Wednesday, Thursday is the second one, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the third one. Your goal is to do the target behavior, whatever that is, once during each of those chunks. And so, like for instance, today I'm in the weekend chunk. I did my target behavior this morning, Saturday morning. So all the rest of the day and all day tomorrow, I don't have to give it a thought. I don't, which if you've ever noticed when you procrastinate, you have to keep thinking about the thing and keep putting it off over and over and over again. You have to carry it around in your mind and say, oh yeah, I've got to do that. All right, well, how much longer do I have to put it off before I actually have to do it? And generally with me, I put it off long enough that then I'm too tired and I don't want to do it. So the other good thing about the system is that if you do find yourself unable, let's say Monday comes, and Monday is my next chunk of the week that I want to do my exercises during the Monday, Tuesday chunk. Let's say Monday comes and I just can't, for whatever reason, I'm too busy or I'm too tired or whatever, I can't do it. Then Tuesday, it's non-negotiable. You know, it's like, okay, Tuesday I have to do it. If there's not as much room for postponing and putting it off, because I have done that and I've run out of time. So I'm more likely to go ahead and do it Tuesday. Now, the other thing the system has in it is, what if you don't even do it Tuesday? Because for a lot of people, they set a goal and then they just, and maybe they'll do it once or twice and then it just goes away. But to me, there has to be a quick recovery turnaround period. So if you don't do it Monday, and then you don't do it Tuesday, and you're feeling bad, well, here comes Wednesday, another chunk begins. It's like a whole new beginning. You don't have to drag around your failures with you until they pull you down into the pit. You can always start over. The research on change, on behavior change, shows that the starting to do something different is the most powerful part. Even if you fail that particular time or you don't complete your goal, you are more likely to succeed eventually if you have at least started. You can start several times. It's real important to not do that judgmental thing where we fail to live up to unreasonable expectations and then set ourselves up to give up the whole project because we've made it impossible. So to me, the 3-chunk method contains all the elements that are necessary for a compassionate, supportive, but still structured plan to pursue a behavior that you're trying to do, especially if you can make your goal a realistic one. For the average busy person, if you say I'm going to do something for an hour, I don't know, that seems to me that's really hard to do something that's going to take an hour. If you're trying to find get a new behavior in your day, you know, you're already used to using up your hours, and where are you going to find room for another hour? That's why, to me, making my thing 10 minutes, it's almost foolproof. You know, I can't really, I mean, I can just sort of say, oh, I give up, and, you know, just sort of throw the whole thing out the window, but, you know, I don't think I'm going to do that. I may skip some chunks, I may, you know, struggle a bit, but the other thing that's really good about this is that I'm going to be accountable to you. That's another motivational tactic that they recommend. It's like having a workout buddy so that you know they're going to be there waiting for you at the gym or waiting for you to go walking, and it makes it harder to weasel out of it. So as part of this whole experiment, I'm going to be reporting to you on how my 3-time-a-week behavior change plan is going. I'd love to hear from you all if you undertake any kind of similar change or something you want to add to your routine or something like that. That if you let me know, I will certainly comment on it myself when I next talk. So hopefully that's a good way. I've used that a lot, and I think it really helps to give you a plan that's not too rigid and allows for success and allows for recovery if success isn't happening at that particular moment. Okay, so that's it. I'm happy to see you. Tomorrow's Sunday. I will look forward to talking to you tomorrow. And in the meantime, please remember to live well, laugh often, and love much. And I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow on the Cancer Club. Bye now.